Good morning, all you cool cats and kittens, and welcome to a new episode of Mr. C and Science TV. First, I would like to talk about the assignments we've had so far. There are four of them, maybe five for some of you that I have graded already. Some of you have done them all. Good for you. Some of you have done most of them. That's nice too. Some of you have skipped a few, and some of you are submitting the wrong things. So the ones I want to talk about today are these four. Forms of energy, review, energy, forms of energy, and forms of energy T-notes. You should open your power school, not your power school, but your Canvas grades and look. Am I missing one of these four? Are there scores here? Now, some of these, maybe you thought you turned in, and you did, but there's no score here yet. Check the comments that I've given you. Some of you are submitting the wrong assignment for these. We need to make sure we get those taken care of. Today is the 15th. This was due on the 2nd. So this was 2 weeks ago we did these two assignments. These are last week's. We need to get those taken care of. They're going to be hitting the grade book soon, and I don't want you to be failing because you submitted the wrong assignment, or maybe you didn't share something. Several of you haven't shared stuff yet. So those are some things we need to be concerned about. Next, for what we're working on today. On our calendar, we have in class. Here's a video of conservation of energy, demonstrating some free fall springs and pendulums. Here is an activity for you as well, a law of conservation of energy. Click on this link here. Gives you some information. It's a discussion question here, talking about the law of conservation of energy and how friction affects it. You're going to give me another way that energy can be lost during a transformation of energy. Remember, the law of conservation of energy states that energy can't be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed into other forms. So there's three things we need to be worried about there. First, energy can't be created. You can't make new energy. All the energy that's there has always been there, will always be there. Second part of that statement is that energy can't be destroyed. Okay? And then finally, it can be converted to one form or another. So those are important things here. Now this is considered a closed system. Thus far, all we've talked about is potential and mechanical and kinetic energy. Potential plus kinetic equals mechanic. Now we know there's things called friction and heat. Sometimes when this these energy transfer is happening, the total energy seems to be lost. If you drop a basketball from a certain height, it does not bounce all the way back up to that spot. Where's that energy going? Well, that's some of the things you're going to be learning about today. Let's get back to the calendar. Next thing we're going to work on is an energy transformation worksheet. You're going to submit your answers in a text box. Please use workbook pages 120 to 125 to answer any questions you have there. Here's a new assignment we're going to work today on is the key concept summary. I'm going to tell you some of the main learning objectives that we talked about, or you've been learning about these last few days. How are different forms of energy related? We talked about there's nuclear energy, there's mechanical energy, what are the other ones? Nuclear, chemical energy, electromagnetic energy, discusses those. And then we talk about the law of conservation of energy. On a Google document, in a paragraph or so, you're going to describe a single transformation of energy from one form into another and explain whether or not there's more or less energy after the transformation occurs. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, or you can use our little chatter doc here to answer questions. I'll get to them as I can. I hope you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.